Hi everyone, I'm Roberto Coscia, and today's video I want to continue to show you warpai, another AI coding tool which uses the terminal and empower the terminal in a way you never seen before and promise to beat currently all other coding tool out there. I have it here right now and I shown you in the previous video, which if you didn't see, I advise you to look at it because I show you Warp AI as a first time user using it. And I started building an web scraper application. An idea of app I have for gathering events in Mola di Bari, in Apulia in general, and I want to continue building on it, showing you the tool. What I wanted to show you was something really interesting, a part of the app for who didn't see. This the graphic has been built just saying to the AI to build a UI which resemble the environment of Apulia, and it gave me a very good concept of design where you can see that we have a blue like the sea of Apulia because we are in the seaside and which is a very beautiful area of Apulia in Italy, but you can see also the orange which is very beautifully match the blue color, and we have a very very beautiful toolbar. Plus we have the events in Apulia which I can tell you that are correct. I don't know if they are fact checked because they use URL that where the data is scraped. To scrape the data, I have a scrape graph MCP, and as you can see, we have the next events by ordered by dates, and we have categories if you want basically to choose specific area of interest. For example, maybe I want to go to a restaurant and understand if there are restaurants in the area. By the way, I just zoom a little bit to show better the content for if you didn't see it. And now let's continue. Okay, we can fix later. This problem is not very important, but let's see work. Here we go. That's how it looks. Something I didn't show you before that is very interesting is the way you use the terminal. Not only from the side of how you can use the same way you would use a normal terminal. So if you want to look at the previous commands, you can just move with the um, top, bottom, right, left, top and bottom flags to move between the last commands which were run, which is fantastic itself. But if you go to agent mode, you can also move toward the prompts which you launched at each time, which is also fantastic to understand what you've been asking to the AI. Uh, let's move forward and let's ask to another thing which I didn't mention to the previous video is that what I was wondering is why I cannot see the code. It's the Puglia scraper client, which is the name of the folder where I built the project. Apparently, it turns out that is exactly what it is wanted, because this is a vibe coding tool which doesn't need you to navigate through the folders, and rather to make very independent the terminal to understand itself the context is working on. So now what we will ask is to double check the data coming into the app is fact check and the URL are relevant for each category. Remember that the app is for Puglia Events and not only for Mola di Bari city events. So it would be beneficial to have a navigator for cities. Consider that extended in future to work also for other regions, countries. But we will start with the region of Apulia and with Mola di Bari as a city of focus for now. Well, this is just a prompt. Also, what else I want? The data can come from the docs, which for now can be stored the Google Drive, divided by category, and that can be amended in such a way that I can add manually through the app, parentheses only for admins with a specific account, Google account. I would say Google account, Google email. Yeah, let's move like this. And with that can add the current sections. Let me know in the comment if there is something you think I could add. Would be very, very useful considering this app. If it's good, could be deployed and go and be a real solution to people problems. So let me know in the comment if you have any other idea what I missed, because I can then do it. By the way, I think for now we can go with this. You can see that the thinking is going. Then we can see that now we'll divide this prompt into tasks, which will be shown on the bottom. By the way, let's move with CTRL plus. Let me know if you can see the text, but I hope you can see the text big enough. You can see here there are the tasks. This is something I really like of the terminal look of the vibe coding tool, which is to understand the progress, what it's doing, and understand if something is correct. Because if it's not, first of all, you can look here as well. Also, you can click to CT or digit CTRL Shift and I, and then you can add other commands. You can override these commands and continue to ask other instructions and maybe add few further tasks to it. Otherwise, you can reduce to icon and do whatever else you wish to do, watch a video, etc., which you can then amend. You can then act as a tester where you check the app against the requirement. If there is something wrong, you can ask to fix the issues and iterate. Let's have a look. Now I will let it run. You can see how it is working in the meantime. Moving task to task, you can click and check what is it doing. You can check the code in this way through the terminal, and yeah, I find this, to be honest, fantastic. You can see that already one task has been completed, and it's quite fast. This is again, it is built on Rust programming language, which make it very fast, really fast to work on. And it is first on the terminal workbench benchmark, which makes this actually one of the best tool out there, better than Cloud Code, similar to Cloud Code, but very good at understanding context. Overall, I found it better than everything I ever tried before. I really liked also Augment Code. I liked Klein. I like GitHub Copilot, even though last time I used it was last month. I should just recheck it again. Cursor, I used it some time ago and I didn't like it a lot, even though I need to check it again. What you're using yourself, how do you find this tool? I found this among the best out there, even better than Augment Code, which was the best so far that I tried. And I tried different tools, as you can see. Soon we will check the conclusions. Are you finding this video useful? You do? And I invite you to subscribe the channel, push the notification bell, which allow you to view and be up to date with the new video which I publish. Click like, and algorithm to show this video to other people. Okay, so here we can see that we are approaching really the end, which we just achieved. It just completed all the 6 tasks and see how it's done with it based on our prompt to demonstrate you how you can build web application. In this case, a Flutter application, so it's an Android iOS application that we can test in Chrome, and that's why we built on Flutter, and how it perform at these tasks. It, as you can see, it built all the 5 tasks, completed them, and you can back to the terminal. You can move to the last command and run. And now we will see the results. Something interesting that I'm noticing with AI is that the problem is not anymore the fact to build stuff. You can always, if you have some knowledge of coding or generally you meticulously move step by step to build new features, you can really build new solutions to problem. It is becoming more and important to find good ideas rather than being able or not to build something, because these tools are solving those problems more and more. It's important to formulate ideas in a more structured and useful way for people. In the end, you need to solve people problem, and those are the best ideas. Consider the fact to solve your own problem or your cared one problems. Those can be good fit for startup ideas. There's also something that Sam Altman in a video watched recently said, and I wanted to share. By the way, after seeing the app, which has some error at the moment, we can ask to the agent mode to fix the errors in the terminal and show me the app. This can be a good follow-up. This can happen after you build the different tasks. But as you can see, it will totally understand it automatically and just and create potentially new tasks. So let's fix those tasks and let's see the result to conclude. Okay, guys, I completed all the tasks. Does that mean that it's complete? We will find out now. So, to conclude, as you can see, there are still some errors. The app, even though seems functional from the standpoint of what you can see in the app, and then the way it works in that actually checks the events, as you can see from here, it is skipping the event from the past, so it actually checking what is actually current. In fact, here is showing some event. It need to be enriched with other URLs, more events. First. Second, the navbar is not clickable. The call to action is not clickable, which need to be solved, which I asked to solve but didn't. Same for the city. I asked to develop the filtering and it's not working. At least I cannot select the city from here. I'm not sure why it should. There is some room for improvement. It finished all the 5 tasks, I believe. I will continue tomorrow, probably. Conclusion, it is a very good alternative to Cloud Code. It can build the application and will make all your working just by coding. Well, not necessarily, or at least you have to spend time going through indeed the issues that you're finding, giving clear instructions. Eventually, you could solve problems step by step, and it is more difficult than it seems in the web coding. It's not just give instruction and everything is done perfectly. Not at least yet. This doesn't mean that you can't fix issues. You can. You need more time and clear instructions and strategy. That's it from today. Again, like, comment, subscribe, push the notification bell, and see you in the next video.